Night. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the podcast? Whole lot we gon' broadcast. Dropping gems, these are all facts. Shooting flicks like Men in Black. Are you ready for the podcases? Hitting every spot, Dalmatian. Taking off like a spaceship. Podcast is not basic. 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 Let's go. Podcast is not basic. When I see the
What's up, Cy?
What's up, man? It's Friday.
Hey,
Friday
what up, man?
night.
Huh?
What's up, man? What's up with you?
Man, it's all good, bro. How you feeling?
I feel good, man.
Oh, everything good with you, man?
Yeah, man.
How I sound? I sound good? I sound all right, man?
Your regular voice.
Regular voice? All right, cool. That's all I want to make sure, man. What's good, man? Welcome, everybody. Episode number 38, Friday Night Light Lit, man. We decided to do something a little different, man. You know, welcome, everybody. Happy Friday to you. You're here with the originators of Opinionated-Facts, the Podcases. You got your boy, Fif.
Boy, CY here on a Friday night.
Yo, what's up, man? It's a little, you know, my week was a little off, man. You know, kind of doing this whole deal, man. But yo, I feel great about it, man. We're gonna see how this one goes, bro. So welcome,
Might
man.
just be me and you, man.
I used to worry about that at the our first episode, man. But I don't worry about that too much no more, man. They check us out. You know what I'm saying? They
Checking for me. They checking
Huh?
for me. They checking for me.
They
Okay.
check for us,
Yeah, I
man.
see that.
Yeah, dog. So
I see that.
you know, it's one of those things, man. We welcome everybody. Thanks for everybody who's rocking with the cases tonight, man. Happy Friday. You know, it's the first of the month, man. You know, we should have called this shit First Fridays, man. I ain't thought about that.
You know, man, we need to be at the first Fridays.
Huh?
We need to be at the first Fridays.
Hey, we need our own First Friday. How about that?
Yo, you remember Plum Crazies and Raleigh on Thursday nights, man?
Yeah, dog. I remember that. I remember we was in there together and we saw Tory Holt and Dre Bly and all that. It was one night we went up in there, man. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man.
I remember that, man.
We ain't go but a couple times. You know, you used to act real funny about letting somebody ride in that damn little Honda. I could count on one hand the number of times I got to ride in that little Honda, yo.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Man, I used to take you every place in that Honda, man. You know that.
No, you a lie, man. You a lie.
Hey, that Honda brought back some memories, bro. Thank you for bringing that up, man. I enjoyed that car, man. I enjoyed that car, man.
I remember you with the, you know, you take the little radio face off, put it in your pocket.
Yeah, you said what now?
You take the little face off the radio and put it in your pocket. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Hey,
you
man,
got real funny about it, man.
You know my car got broken into in Raleigh, man. It took my my speakers and everything out of there, man. And I have an idea who did it, but I was never able to prove it, man.
Who
But
did it?
yeah, they
Go ahead,
robbed me,
man.
man.
Nah,
They took my speakers out there, man.
Go ahead. Who did it, man? Don't.
No, I can't say it because I don't want to get sued, man. You know.
You won't. I got you. I defend you.
You got me, man.
Yeah, I got you. Who did that?
I don't know, man. Nah, I'm good. I you know, and then, you know, I filed a police report about it, and they did absolutely nothing. There was nothing they could do about it. They never found the guys who did it. I mean, you know,
Same way they did about my catalytic converter, man. Somebody they just want the data. We just need the data.
They ever came back to you with a police report on that?
Man, hell no. They just want the data so they can run news stories about it. Like, oh yeah.
and that was a huge ass theft ring about those catalytic converters, man. You was hot about that shit.
Man, hot ain't the word, boy.
Huh?
Hot ain't the word, man.
Yo, man, you was hot. I remember you told me about that shit, boy. Cy was hot.
Yeah, man, they got me.
They violated the Prius, baby. They had to actually lift that up to take that off, man. So they was out there for a minute. So your neighbors saw this shit.
I say you could slide up under it.
You can slide up under it?
The way it is, you could slide up under it and just do this. We don't got to talk about it.
But you know, the thing about it is, I think that you got to have like some kind of saw or something like that. So you know, they was under.
They say you could get to it. They say you can get to that joint and really, like, you could get it off in like 5 to 7 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel
if I would have caught him though, if I would have caught him under my Prius war.
Hey, what you would have done if you would have caught him, bro?
Man, I would have shot him. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying.
I'm glad you,
I'm
hey,
not.
bro. I'm glad you didn't catch him, bro. I'm glad
I'm
you didn't
lying,
catch him.
man.
Nah,
That's
we don't.
just
We don't.
we don't give legal advice, but you cannot shoot somebody. Breaking
You
in your
can't shoot
car.
somebody like that.
No, man. Not. No, that's not a shooting somebody for defense of property. No, nah. Because he would have got up and tried to run. I couldn't. Nah, wouldn't have been no harm. No harm to me, man. Just a car.
Oh man, yo, I like I said, man, I had my car broken into a couple of times, man. That was damn near no fun, bro. So I get you on that, man. That shit sucks, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
hey, but everybody, welcome here, join us on Friday night, man. We decided to do a little something different, man. This was again, like typically when we do something with the show side, be like, yo, it's Fifth idea. This was Cy's idea.
No,
So
let me tell you.
just
No,
do this.
it really was not my idea. But y'all think he is ornery now? You should have saw him with that little Honda at Shaw, man.
And you're not gonna let that Honda go, are you?
Yeah, you remember one of your frat brothers asked, could they borrow your car? What?
Can we say his name?
No, don't say his name.
To this day, we talk about that shit all the time. It was so.
And then he asked, could he borrow your TV? He said, y'all got an extra TV down there? He said,
Yo, man,
could he borrow your car, man?
he knocked on our door. We were sitting there chilling one night. And he knocked on our door. He didn't actually borrow no sugar, no flour. This dude, I say, man, so can I borrow your car? I'm like, we looked at each other like, fuck no, man.
I don't even know. Like, what's your name again, bro? Like,
we better. Hey, that was your boy.
That dude, man. I don't know
that was your boy.
Nah.
That was your boy. I'm pretty sure he's watching, so I ain't gonna say too much about it, man. Yeah, he's my frat brother now, so I have to be careful. Salute to the bros, man. Yo, I just some things we just think about with that shit, man. We like, yo, it'd be some crazy shit that's happened over the since we known each other, man. But yeah, that shit was crazy as hell, man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild times, man.
It's pretty wild, bro. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And some things I try to forget, and
I try not to let you. Yeah.
Huh?
I try not to let you forget things like that.
Yeah, dog. So what's been good, man? How was your week, man?
That was good, man. You been watching those January 6 hearings, man?
I have been watching those. I have been watching those, man. I have been watching those. I have.
Yo, man.
They're kind of eye opening, but quite frankly, I talk to people about them from time to time. And do you think anything's going to change as a result of that?
Nah, just the ratings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's what now?
Just the TV ratings.
Yeah, I watched them, man. And I kind of noticed it's kind of the same old things you hear about what he has done in the past and all that. The one that the young lady had this past week where she said he threw a plate of food against the wall and the ketchup was running down and all that down the wall when Bill Barr basically confirmed that that this was some bullshit or whatever. And then how he tried to grab the wheel of the Secret Service SUV to go back to the Capitol and everything like that. And even after all that's been said, he's still the presumption. He's going to be the nominee, man.
Well, the crazy thing is, first of all, there's some Secret Service men who are going to testify that that's not true. That he never tried to grab the wheel. But there's some Secret Service people who are going to testify that he didn't try to grab the wheel.
I heard that part.
But the second thing, man, is they were saying that it's not that her testimony is not credible, but the fact that there's no cross-examination is not allowed. So that's why a lot of people are saying they're not buying a lot of the testimony. They want some actual cross-examination. And, there was a senator on CBS this morning, I think from Arkansas, and he was saying, I'm a lawyer, and shit, this is supposed to be adversarial. We need some cross-examination, to see if this stuff is actually true. So with no cross-examination, they're saying, well, we don't know. We don't know.
Well, they decided they didn't want to be a part of that committee. So that was one of the reasons why, a lot of the Republicans are not there. Well, that's the reason why they're not there is because they decided they want to be a part of that committee. So it does come across as one-sided. But I think a lot of people are kind of pissed off about it for two reasons. Well, more than two reasons is because, with the inflation and all that's going on and people are thinking like, they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. And people are upset like, yo, man, you should be focusing on this and you guys are focusing on that.
Right.
And at the end of the day, man, you can say everything in this world about that gentleman, and nothing's going to change how his supporters see him. There's nothing you can say. You know, you
Nah.
heard all this stuff, and it is nothing. They're not going to change their mind. So I don't know why they're doing this. They tried to impeach the guy. They tried to do everything to this guy. There's nothing you're going to do to change his mind or his supporters. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, if you really pull the curtain back on everybody, everybody's private life, you'll be probably astounded by some of the shit you may see. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
everybody. But he just lived his truth, and that's what that's what he believes in, and he gonna ride that shit to the end. And he gonna ride that shit
To
right
the
back to the
end.
to the nomination, man. So it's gonna be a showdown between your guy Biden and him again, man. Hey man,
I got a lot of inboxes about our comments about age limitations, man.
you ain't
82
gonna let
just
that one
don't
go on
do,
you.
man. 82, man.
You're not gonna let that one go, bro.
Man, no, man.
I mean, I'm not like I said, regardless of the age, I'm not a big fan of Joe Biden anyway, man. I think, they got, they try to pull a cloak and dagger over a lot of people with the people that they got in their cabinet and the Supreme Court justice he picked and all that. All of them have a very similar uh, dynamic to him. I'm gonna leave it alone, but everybody he has in his cabinet, especially the black women, have a very similar dynamic. And I choose not to talk about it, but that's the way I look at it. I think they got a very similar dynamic across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
And so I was talking to somebody about the Roe v. Wade's deal, right?
Right.
How that got overturned, and we went through some of the states that are instantly outlawed or banning abortions and everything like that. And Georgia's one of them and all that. But pretty much every state every state in the Midwest or South or whatever has pretty much banned that shit. And
Oh yeah.
and hey man, but like since Roe v. Wade was overturned, that they said that vasectomies have gone up.
Yeah, I saw that, man. People just don't like to use condoms no more.
What are those? I'm just playing. Nah, I mean, nah, man, dude. I mean, think about it, man. Dude, people don't buy. Like, you remember when you was back in high school, be like, "Yo, man, you got a condom, whatever." Nobody. No, when last time somebody actually could borrow a condom from you? I mean, seriously, like, you know what I'm saying, dude? Don't. I have never. I used to go to, like, we was in college. You see somebody at the store with buying condoms and all that. Man, people don't buy condoms no more like that, bro. They rely on the idea that this person's going to have an abortion or whatever, and everything's going to be good. So all these side chicks you guys got out there, uh, you know, it's coming to fruition now. You're gonna have to do something about that, bro. Those vasectomies is, and I had friends of mine try to talk to me doing the vasectomies, bro. I don't want to do no shit like that, bro. I love kids. I may want to have another kid one day. I'm dead ass serious. I may want to have another kid one day. So having a vasectomy is not in my wheelhouse, bro.
You could reverse a vasectomy though.
Yeah, but I don't want to go through that problem, though. I don't want to go through that, Brad. I just don't think that's my deal. Like I said, I don't plan on having any kids no time soon or if ever. But I don't want to go through that, man. Besides, if I'm gonna mess around with somebody, uh, I think we'll be on the same page. What the end result will be if a child is conceived out of that relationship.
Right.
You know, you don't want to deal with nobody. If you don't want any kids, you don't want to deal with nobody who's want kids, where a situation could pop up that you got to have that tough conversation.
Right.
And you're not gonna be able to talk somebody into something they want to do with their body. I just thought that,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I feel bad for a lot of people, especially the women that's going to be directly affected by that, man, and
Yeah.
especially the ones that the victim of rapes and everything like that,
That's
and
crazy.
I don't get that part. I'm not too well versed in it to understand it, why that part is not a caveat or whatever, but it's
Right.
across the board, Jack, and that's just sad as hell, man.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
So what's been up? What's good with you this week, man?
And nothing, man. Just I've been looking at that crazy NBA stuff. You been following that?
Yeah, man. But before we get to that, man, I want to send a shout out to you, my man. I saw you posted your article and everything like that, man. Continue to do the good work, man, that you're doing. And
Oh man, appreciate that, man. Every
got
so
the
often I say something and they print it. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. That was some hellified quotes, man. You sent it to me earlier this week. I'm like, man, this is a damn good article, man. So
Yeah.
salute to you on that, man.
Hey, I can read.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You the most articulate guy of the podcasts, man. So I kind of ramble
Nah, you
along,
more
man.
articulate than me,
You kind
man.
of you kind of bring it together, man. Make us look smart. Hey, salute to everybody that's on YouTube. We got Henry, Juliet, Charlotte, Emma. Salute to everybody that's on YouTube that watch us live and everything like that, man. YouTube seems to have attached to us a little bit, man, and kind of like what we do, man. So salute to that, man.
Where the
Uh,
check at?
hey, man, we gotta get a check, man. I think we're close to being monetized, man. If not already, we at
Yeah,
that
we,
point
we
where
probably are. I just don't know.
if we get a check, I split it with you, dog. As soon as we start getting these checks, I definitely split it with you, man. Yeah, he was talking about the NBA, man. Hey, man, let me ask you a question. What's the deal with Stephen A, Screaming A. Smith and Kyrie? What's his beef with Kyrie, bro? And we don't talk about sports all the time, but I've been fascinated by why he beefs with Kyrie at every chance he get.
He
Everything
don't
this
like
guy does,
Kyrie, man.
huh?
Yo, he don't like Kyrie.
He has a huge problem with Kyrie, man. I think I don't know what that's about.
You
I
like
think that,
Kyrie, man?
huh?
You like Kyrie?
I love Kyrie. I think the one thing about Kyrie that I respect more than anything else, he's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen in my life. But one of the things I really respect about him is whatever he say he gonna do, he gonna do. He stick to his guns, man. There's no equivocation of how he whatever he say and what he do. There's no gray area. He does what he says he's
He
gonna
ain't
do.
real. He ain't real durable, man. He's averaging 55 games a year in the NBA. He ain't played but 12 games at Duke.
Yeah. Well, I
He's
mean,
the same. I mean, he probably cool as a person, but just I don't know. I ain't a huge fan, man. I'm not a huge Kyrie fan. I mean, he can play. He can play. I would like to see him with the Lakers, man,
you
because
know, you know,
I like LeBron, man. So I would like to see him with the Lakers.
nah, I don't
Come
want to
on
see
out,
that shit, bro.
come on out to
I,
L.A.
I don't want to
Him
see
and
that shit,
KD,
man.
man.
They've been there, done that with his building that super team like that, man. And sometimes you gotta go get it. That's part of competition, man. You play college sports, man. It's part of it's called competition, man. You gotta go out there and get that shit, man. So them going out there putting these teams together and shit, man. That's some whack shit to me. You know, I want to see these guys earn that shit, like how Golden State did it. I haven't been a fan of Golden State until now, recently.
It's
You know
it's
what I'm
it's
saying?
it's a,
So
it's a different time, man. We were just having this conversation the other day, man. I mean, with a group of my baseball teammates, and I could be one of the people who feel this way, and I don't know if there's many of us, but I like it, man. The way that now these guys have basically turned the table and they call the shots, right? They
oh yeah,
call. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any sports team, right? Because partly because I kind of dabbled in sports management a little bit, right?
right.
So I'm not a fan of any team, but the reason I'm not really a fan of any team is because you're not a fan of a team, you're a fan of an owner. You see what I'm saying? So when I see these, oh, I'm a Cowboys fan. No, you're not. You're a Jerry Jones fan because there is no loyalty. When you look at you look at all this stuff at the end of Emmitt Smith's career, Jerry Jones said, "Man, you got to go." He ended up playing at in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah,
you like these guys, and then these other guys are making decisions. But now, at least in basketball, and I'm talking about from high school on up, man, these guys are writing their own ticket. These guys are now trading people. They say they trading Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant called the owner and said, "Hey, I don't want to be here." You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Whereas back in the day, man, you remember Jerry Krause was like, "Yo, Scotty, you gonna play for this 115,000, and you gonna play hard." No, think about it, man. Back in the day, either your ass played or you sat out and you ain't get paid. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the owners just used to flex on you like shit. Yeah, you making $2-3 million, but you still check the check. You see what I'm saying? So let's go 2 or 3 months with no checks. You'll be back at my door. Owners wouldn't trade you. Now you
Shit.
got the ability. Now Kyrie got the ability to sign a contract for $46 million, $37 million, and then tell them, you know what, man, trade me. I don't like it here. I just don't like. I'd rather go to Miami where it's hot.
Yeah,
I want to
you
go
can
play
you
with
can
my
do that.
cousin out in LA.
You can do that at any job, man. Just go in and say, fuck it, I'm
But you
out of here.
couldn't do it. You couldn't do it in the NBA, man. Remember them contracts were like slave contracts, man. You couldn't get out of them.
Well, I
Like
mean, that's
you
not.
remember, think about the people, man, in basketball or football, where when they used to hold out. Remember, you hold
Mhm.
out, because you want to trade, and the owners
Right.
used to be like, "Shit, fuck that, you hold out all year." Then they think, man, go back and look at the Last Dance and look. Remember, Scottie Pippen was making like $100,000.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those are some bad contracts, man. I mean, the NBA has those, the players have done it right, man. They came in and did us right,
Yeah.
whatever. The NFL is the one that's kind of still behind, man. Still behind the ball of doing the shit the old
Let
way.
me ask you another question, bro. And we're gonna get this season. Well, it may be late this season, early next season. We're gonna get into this stuff with some athletes, man, and have some athletes on, and we're gonna talk about this stuff. But now, man, when was the last time? Okay, you from South Carolina, right? And you from down there. Ray Allen was down there, right? And also, I remember hearing from you and others. Y'all used to always say Moo was better than Ray Allen, right?
Who?
You know that guy Moo?
Who the fuck is Mumu? I don't know who that is.
Who was the guy that used to play with Ray Allen down there that ended up going to South Carolina State?
I don't know who that. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
You know
But
who
he,
it
he
is.
wasn't better than Ray Allen, bro. I saw Ray Allen play,
There
like in
was
a
a
pickup
guy.
game.
There was a guy in South Carolina who people used to say from South Carolina say, "Oh man, he was better than Ray Allen," but he went to South Carolina State. What used to happen, bro, is these kids didn't have the grades. When was the last time you heard of a top prospect who didn't have the grades? You haven't heard it in 5 years. You know why? Because
Why?
now you can go somewhere and get the grades. Now you don't have to play for a South Carolina public school. You can go to that private school over in Columbia where you're gonna have
Hmm.
the one-on-one tutoring you need, and you're gonna have a 3.8, and you're gonna make 1120 on the SAT, and you can go wherever you want to go. And my point of talking about the kid with Ray Allen was think about all those kids who we knew back in the day who were better than, but you don't never hear from them no more because they ain't had the grades.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. That was the old way they did it, man. But they've if they want you to play, man, you're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to hear about it all the time, man. Especially like what they did back with Eric Dickerson and all that stuff like that when they had the death sentence in college and all that. Yeah, man. But if they want you to play, man, you're gonna play, Jack, and they're gonna find a way to get you in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole deal with that's why Nick Saban's pissed now, man. Everyone's on a more even playing field, man. So I'm all for like the players and everything coming up and getting the benefits and like that, man. I
Yeah,
just
man. NIL, man. You seen these NIL deals? The quarterback that's being recruited to Miami signed a $9.5 million NIL deal, man.
hey, brother, I mean that money
I
is
love
serious,
it.
man. That
I
money is
love it,
serious,
man.
Jack. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I didn't know anybody who's much better than Ray, man.
The guy
And,
wasn't better than Ray, but y'all said he and Ray were kind of rivals, man. I remember you telling me the story. You probably forgot, man.
I probably forgot, man. My memory is shot, bro. I've been doing too many. Man. I just I had a conversation with somebody earlier this week, man, about I guess it was kind of piggybacking off something you said a few weeks ago, and the one of the things they always ask like, hey, that do y'all talk about what y'all gonna say and things of that nature, or how in depth do y'all get into the conversation and all that? I'm like, no, we never talk about it. Sometimes we just I'm just surprised by some of the things that you say, and
I'm deep or something.
yeah, 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 especially using that word deep. They were talking about that deep cheat.
Yeah, hey.
I sent you a couple of inboxes about that deep cheat and all that. But
Mm,
this person asked, they didn't go into detail because I didn't see it until later on. But they asked a question about, do you think, I guess they were dating somebody because they asked us, are we still doing like the advice and all that, right? And I
mhm,
was like, well, yeah, we do. We don't get a chance to do it as much as we used to do it. But they were asking about, um, like like nice people or whatever, right? Nice,
mhm.
nice guys. So
Right.
she's dating
Like
a guy.
guys like me, nice guys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
Thank you.
she was dating a guy. Well, I guess she still is dating a guy, and it was playing. I guess the guy plays in a softball league,
Mm,
and it's a fast pitch softball league. Sometimes you got the slow pitch softball league, and sometimes you got like this is a competitive softball league, right? And I guess the dude that she's dealing with,
he
he threw.
sound like a narcissist. He playing in the fast pitch.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
hey,
tell you off
hey.
top.
No, he's not. You got to hear the story. So what he did was he threw a pitch during the game and hit one of the hit the batter, and the batter charged the mound, right? And before and before the pitcher's teammates could kind of get on. I mean, they kind of saw it late, late, whatever. The pitcher was running from the batter. He didn't have his bat or nothing. He just ran like all the way across the field away from the batter. And she was kind of like asking, about that. I'm like, shit, bro. I mean, you got to stay there and take that ass whipping. You can't run, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I didn't know what to tell. I really didn't answer the shit, but that was in a nutshell what she said. I'm like, shit, bro. I don't know how to answer that shit, man. You already answered your own question by asking me that shit. You know what I'm saying? How can you respect somebody who runs? I think you respect somebody more who taking an ass whipping than somebody who runs from the ass whipping.
Depending
You
on
know
the
what I'm saying?
level of ass whooping, really though.
No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No. There's no way. Dude, I couldn't live with myself if I ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like seriously, bro. I mean, I'm gonna get a couple of cents, even that if he snuck me or something. I think she respect you more than you running across the field and everybody seeing you run. Like it was like a live game, and people saw him run across the field and shit away from
Was
this
she,
guy, man.
was she out there?
Yeah, she was out there.
Oh
I'm
dang.
gonna see it to you, man. Yeah, she was out there, man. I saw it like late last night. I think I hit you last night. I said, "Yo, man, I wanted to," you know what I'm saying, but I fell asleep and shit, man. But I wanted to show you that shit, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude ran from the batter, man.
yeah. Wow.
Yo, say what you run?
What you tell her?
I never responded to it because I just saw it and I'm like, I was dumbfounded by the shit. I like, number one, you got your answer by asking me that shit.
Wow. Yeah. Her asking you that. Yeah. It's a message within the question, man.
hmm So, yo, man, we were talking earlier this week, right? And we wanted
Right.
to, we're planning to do something, right? And we said we're gonna start talking about it, right? And
Hmm.
and you want to talk about it now, or how you want to do it?
Go ahead.
So the plan is, we wanted to do a special type of show, and we wanted to invite us. It's going to be invite only. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to invite between 10 and 15 people out to a location, and we're gonna all go in there and have a conversation and everything. It's gonna be taped or whatever, and you're gonna be part of the show or whatever. When you're gonna be on the
Don't
show.
come in there if you can't answer no questions.
Yeah, don't come in there if you can't answer no questions. You know what I'm saying? So, this right now is we're conceptualizing this whole deal and how we're gonna do it. But we're gonna invite a certain amount of people out and come out and have a good time with us and because we've done live shows before, but we never taped them. So we're gonna tape this one here, and it's gonna be an episode here, and we want people to come out and have a good time and talk to us, man. It's gonna be a lot of damn fun. It's gonna be uh, adult conversations, man, and have fun with the cases, man. So once we get more
Sure.
information, we'll put it out there and let everybody join in and have a good time.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a good conversation, man. We want people who really want to talk, man. We've been talking, man, since like episode 2. Or if you go back and look at our season 1 when we start talking about dating, so many people inbox, but they don't want to say anything during the show. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like people, but you got so many like pseudo relationships. You know what I mean? In I guess around this age, oh, we go together, but we don't. We talk, but we don't. We don't really go together, but you can't go with nobody else. You can't talk to nobody. We don't want those people. We want people who gonna come in there and talk, right?
Yeah, pseudo relationship. I think everybody has a pseudo relationship unless you're married, right?
Well, I
You're
don't. I
not.
don't have any pseudo relationships.
Well, yeah,
Everybody doesn't have them. Don't.
excluding style, of course.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
I think everybody has a pseudo relationship. Like they got somebody they're dealing with, or whatever, and it's not a bridge you want to cross by dealing with somebody else when you're dealing with this person. You kind of like you got to have that conversation. Like, yo, this is something we can do, or is just an unwritten rule that we can do it or whatever. If not, so be it, man. But you got to tell a dude, bro. You don't tell a dude that this is this is a solely thing between you and I. Shit. You gotta sit me down and explain to me. You gotta whiteboard that shit up to me
Yeah,
and
man.
explain what you're trying to do with me. Because if you don't, man, man, it's call it a wild jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here in these streets, baby. You know what I'm saying? Until I find Mrs. Right. You know, I want to be in that. I want to be in that thing by Christmas, man. I'm a little behind
You want to
schedule and
be in
shit.
there? Be in what thing?
Be in love, man. Shit. I'm, t- I'm tired of looking on Facebook and see all these people in love, and I'm not a
Hey,
part of it, man.
hey, guys, this is when he fishing for a clip, right? He wa- he wants me to say something. He wants me to say something negative,
Nah,
so he can be like, "Oh, I'll see how he don't support me. How
nah,
he don't want me to be in love." He
dude,
want me
man,
to, but you know
dude,
what, bro? I'm gonna put you on my prayer list. I'm praying
dude,
for
you don't.
love for y'all.
Every time I talk about whatever, you either roll your eyes or say "fuck it," man. So I either got not talk to you about the. I mean, I probably had a woman a long time ago if I didn't confide in you. You know what I'm saying? You want me to be forever single while you over there happy and shit, man. No, bro, I ain't gonna be that way, man. I want, I mean, I think everybody wants something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as you become a certain, I think once men hit 40 years old, they know exactly what they want in a woman. anything before 40, man, you bullshitting around, Jack. I had a friend of mine tell me her daughter just got engaged. And I was like, shit, how old is your daughter? And she said her daughter's like 25, 26 or something like
Oh,
in my
man,
mind, like
that should be over.
it'll be over in 24 months.
Yeah, she won't be 32.
hmm
Remarried.
There's no way in the world. I don't know any man. I don't know any man, and I don't speak in absolutes, but I'm speaking in absolutes here. I don't know any man who gets married under 40 that's happy right now with their wife. I don't know any man. You can say whatever you want to say. You're probably happy with the kids or whatever, but dude, I, I don't know anybody who's happy that's
Happy,
married.
happy. Yeah.
Like, dude, like happy dog. Like they love
I'm
it.
not. I don't want to throw nobody on the bus. So I'm not gonna comment. But I agree.
No, you don't have to comment. This is just solely coming from me. And I stand by it. And like I said, no one's going to really openly agree with me. But I mean, you and I both know that's kind of like what where the world is. I mean, because just speaking from the point of view of us being 25, 26-year-old men, and 25, 26-year-old men, and you being 40 years old now, you're a totally different person, bro. It has
Right.
nothing to do
Oh,
with the
man.
woman. So you just see things, you see the world a lot differently. So that evolves with how
Well,
you think.
yeah. I mean, life experiences, man, and how and you just don't have a lot of life experience at 25. You think you do,
Yeah.
but you really don't. So like now, your life experiences are up to par, and it really, I think you really become the person that you are.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you
Especially
really like.
men.
I'm definitely a different person. I'm a different person than even I was at 35.
I agree with that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
at this age, early 40s, you're a different person, and your perspectives change, and things change, and you deal with less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I mean, it's really like it's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Because you deal with it, and then at the same time, you're fine, like not dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm here with my dog and my boys. I'm content. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Like
okay,
like 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 little
like,
small things make you happier now. You don't look for you
yeah,
don't
you
look
don't
for
really one.
yeah.
It's a. I can tell you, it's a dangerous thing when a person learns to be with themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
bro.
you get into that niche where you can like you kind of can be with yourself and you cool with it and you don't mind going out to eat. You don't mind. doing whatever you feel like doing, and you really, if somebody coming, they coming. If not, they not. Then that's a dangerous spot, and it comes across as like ornery, or it comes across as conceited, or it comes across a lot of ways, man. But it's not really that. It's just like you, like yo,
Yeah,
you know.
we talked about this months ago, weeks ago, whatever, man. We talked about this, man, and I think a lot of people agree with us on that, man. Like okay, everybody gonna have their go through go through their stuff, whatever. And I think that part after you decide to end whatever you're in, and you find out who you really are. Some
Yeah.
people are scared to be alone and stuff like that, man. But sometimes that alone time is the best time of your life. You
Oh
kind of
yeah.
work on yourself, and that's when you find out what you really like and what you really don't like. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I am now, shit, I think I'm a better candidate than I was probably 6 months ago or a year ago. I'm always trying to improve upon myself, man. Like I was telling you a
Hey
couple
man,
weeks
I'm gonna
ago.
tell you what. You be sounding good as hell, yo.
Hey man,
I'm trying to improve upon myself.
hey man, let me tell you something. Man, what I told you
Get
I was
out of
going to do.
here.
What I
Huh?
told you a couple weeks ago I was going to
Which
do.
part? Which part?
I said I was going to take more vacations and take time for myself more. Man, have you seen a better Sean Cardi last like 3 weeks, man?
Nah. It's the same OG. No, but I'm
Nah,
saying like
man.
when you man, and I had these conversations with my guys, man. When you at that point and it's like, yo, man, I can take it or leave it, whatever it is. All I really care about is taking care of these kids and peace. And unpopular opinion, man. Unpopular opinion. Women don't always like or know how to deal with that type of guy.
Give me
You
an
see?
example of that.
Oh man, plenty. We talk about it every day. Where you like,
Yeah,
man,
I
you
get it.
know,
I get it.
man, I'm not putting up with that shit. I mean, and you, when I say it, you say, oh man, you hard on people, but then you call me and say the same thing. Man, what happened, man? Man, she
Yeah,
had on
I
red.
do
She
that.
had on red shoes.
No,
She don't like no red.
yeah, I mean, I'm a little more picky now. But like again, the way my life is set up right now, there's nobody to pull me in one direction or other. I'm gonna go down the street. I'm walking down the street, and if something catches my eye, it's at the point where I'm still moving forward. I'm not moving back. I'm not staying still. It's like as I'm trying to get better and be a better person, that person will catch me moving forward, not like lingering back or like worrying about whatever happened in the past or whatever. And I live it like that, man. And I can't give nobody what I don't want to give you, and that's where I'm
Truth,
at now. So I tell people like, yo, man, that's not where I'm at right now, you know.
truth is,
And it
man.
comes across wrong. It comes across wrong, man. But I got a buddy that's married, and he wishing he was in my shoes, But when you see him on Facebook, man, man, that's a beautiful family they got. But that in his head, he's tormented, bro.
Oh man, bro.
He's
Truth
tormented,
is,
man.
truth is, when you get about our age and you're equal and you got anything going on, then you don't have an advantage, but it becomes equal, like 50-50 man and woman. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, the women have always had the advantage because we always been chasing. I mean,
Yeah,
Chris Rock said it years ago, man. Once you stop chasing and start getting chased, it's totally different.
that's
It's
true.
totally different because once you in that place where you like, man, and sometimes you want to tell a chick like, sweetheart, that like
Well,
I did that. Like, I mean, like when you talked about, I mean, you were very inebriated, but when you talked about your time overseas, you know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, man, I'm really not impressed by this. Like, this ain't, you know what I'm
nah,
saying?
man, nah.
You
I tell people what
you
I
know
want.
what I'm talking about, though.
I know
You know
exactly
what
what
I'm
you're talking
saying?
about, man.
So
I'm
it's
I'm at the point now. I told somebody this, and I was having a very serious conversation about it. I said, listen, if I ever get married again, this is a very serious conversation. I mean, I wasn't even joking. I'm not even joking with you right now. I said, yo, if I ever get married again, it's either gonna be this: either I'm gonna pay all the bills or I'm gonna be faithful. I ain't doing both. It's not. I'm not trying to be funny. That's just where I'm at. And and she was like, "What?" And I'm like,
so you gonna pay all the bills because I know you.
I'm going to either do pay all the bills or I'm gonna be I'm gonna be faithful. But
I would bet on you paying all the bills.
Well, that's probably where it's gonna be at. But I ain't gonna do both. I mean, you're not gonna get the total person. You're not gonna get the total person. Like
Right.
saying, okay, he pay all the bills and he don't got no side bitch. Oh, yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? If you
At Walmart.
wherever that, um if you don't come in with a cable bill or alarm bill or something or an internet bill, there's somebody else out there eventually. It is what it is, man. And
Somebody said you do both for the right one.
bullshit,
Man,
man.
I don't know.
Bullshit. I just
You might, man. You might, man. I've seen you in love before, bro.
let me tell you, I only been in love 3 times in my life, Brian. I only been in love 3 times in my whole life, man. So no. I've been
I
in
seen you in
like,
love before, though.
huh?
I seen you in love before. It's
When?
Shaw. It's Shaw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about that one. I tell her to
You
this day.
did. You disappeared. I didn't see you. I thought you dropped out. I said, "Damn, where you at?"
Hey man, let me tell you something. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. That was the one, man. That was the one, and I fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? I screwed that one up, Jack. To this day, I still be like, fuck, I fucked that one up, bro.
Yeah.
And man,
You
know,
fucked a lot of them up, though.
no,
I won't go there because
I
if I
only
say
fucked that
something,
one
you
up,
say
bro.
something back.
Let me tell you something. I only fucked that one up, man. She was the greatest woman ever. She gave me 2 beautiful kids and all that, and we were in holy matrimony, Brack. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked that up, Jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know, but shit. Anything after that, man, it is what it is. After that, there's nothing compared to that. You know, I mean, she knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't toss that word love around like it's some comp block shit, man. Do you tell people you love them like that?
No, not like that.
What do you use?
What you mean? What I use?
Like you don't tell them you love them, or what you tell them?
Tell who?
Fucking woman, man. Who else, man? Like if you're dealing with somebody, like you don't touch love, right? So what you tell them? Like how do
No,
you?
I mean if I love
does she,
somebody, I'll tell them.
how
Like,
would she know that y'all together?
if we together every day, you should just know we together. Like why you gotta? I mean, what's that about? Like, do we? I
Oh, come
mean,
on, man. We
I'm
human
40. Do
beings,
we
man.
go together? Like, come on, you
Yeah,
gotta do
you
that.
gotta
Like, if we
have
together
something,
every
man.
day, if we
Nah,
together
bro.
every day,
Nah, bro. I'm
and,
not with you on
and
that one. You gotta have something.
I am, man. If I think if you together every day and you having unprotected sex, I think it like comes with the territory, man. Like like this my girl. Like I don't think you have to be like, hey, you don't have to write the note. Will you be my girlfriend?
Oh, man, you say unprotected sex, man. Shit, people do that shit day one, man. So what the fuck does that mean?
That's down there in Atlanta.
No, bro. No, bro. I understand what you're saying. You make a good point about you having these traits about what y'all do and y'all but we both know no matter if she's 16 or 56, she wants some kind of idea from you.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy, man. I told somebody a couple weeks ago. I said I really only had my heart broke one time in my life,
Really?
and that's when my mother died.
Okay.
I don't think I really ever experienced heartbreak like that before, because as I told you before, I've got an inapt ability to block stuff out.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I just can block stuff out. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just can and you always tell me, man, I wish I could do that. But I can do it. Like I can
Well, I never been hurt before either. I never been hurt before.
I can forget like, hey, like, damn, we did like it's some things I can't remember. You might be at homecoming or somewhere and somebody reminded you of something and you like, and when I'm talking to Dana, he's always like, you remember? And I'm like, dog, I swear I don't remember. He's like, yes, you do. You don't forget shit. And so some things I remember like easily, and some things I can't remember. And it's
Well, you could be blocking it out though, right?
I could be blocking it out, man. So I just learned. I can just learn to block stuff out. So like that's because I don't live in this fantasy world, man. I go by
That's not
somebody asked
fantasy.
am I a Cancer? And I'm not a Cancer, I'm a Leo. I'm a borderline Leo, August 20th. So I can block stuff out. And the thing about it is I can literally like I don't look at people like people say, "Oh, I'm gonna look at the good in you." I look at the realistic part and the propensities in you. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I'm always looking at the glass like half full. You see what I'm
We talked
saying?
about that before. Yeah,
Like I'm
that's
not
not
I'm not looking at it like, oh man, she a good person. Nah, man, I expect your ass not to call. I expect this to happen. So that way, man, you really not ever disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't you get to circumvent a lot of the disappointment that people did have to deal with, man. Like I came up pretty hard.
right.
Like, there's nothing in life that I just went straight through. Like people say, oh man, you're a lawyer. I had to go to law school in the fucking mountains. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like cut off from everybody. No cell phone service, no cable, no nothing. Four African Americans. None of the four knew what CIAA tournament was. So, like,
But
bro,
that
so
has nothing to
it
do. But that has
it
nothing to do with the.
does. It makes you say, bro. It does because I've never took a straight shot at anything. I always go roundabout.
I get it.
So I feel like everything I got now or I get now, I feel like I earned it. So I feel like in our generation, I feel like first of all, I feel like divorce is a hard thing. And I feel like if you go through a divorce, right? I feel
Right.
like you stood up and you've gone through that. And if you're on the other side of it, I feel like you've earned the right to be picky. You've earned the right to be like, because there's a lot of people who ain't happy. Like,
Oh
oh
yes.
man, well we gonna stay together and
For the
shit. We
kids.
might we might get back happy in 8 years.
Hmm.
But for 7 years y'all had boyfriends, girlfriends, blah blah blah, and somebody bought that shit. Like, oh man, yeah, we ain't sleeping in the same room. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. We ain't,
Then why do
nah,
people live like that, man? Why do people
because
live like
you don't have the courage to say, you know what, I'm out. I don't
that? Yeah.
care what the situation is. I'm out. So if you say, yo, you don't have that courage. So I think if you got that courage, I think you have earned the right to be picky. I think you've earned the right to say, you know what? I don't like no chick like this. I think you've earned the right to say, you know what, man, she said some shit I don't like. I'm good. I'm not dealing with that shit.
No,
I
I
don't
get
I
it.
don't deal with that. And,
I
and
get it.
people don't believe that, man. But once you've been there, like you've always said, oh, Chris, I ain't never really seen you with no bullshit. So then you realize that on your scale, now looks comes like number three. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize that shit can come like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
not. I'm not saying I'm not gonna deal with nobody I'm not attracted to. That's
okay.
number one. But I'm
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not gonna be. That ain't the only thing. Now you got to be fine, but you got to have something going on too. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. I understand that. I had a, people gonna disagree with this on this, man, but we had a really uh, one of my homeboys and I, we had a really spirited conversation about this weeks ago. This is weeks ago, but I just happened to thought about it when you mentioned that, and I was saying like this right here, man. A, a rite of passage to a man, two things got to occur to have your mind set as you go forward to be older, whatever. Two things got to occur. You have to go. You have to be arrested, locked up, or go through a divorce. Those two things if a man go through those and really deal with them, you'll be a better person on the other side.
That's me.
I truly believe that. I truly believe that
Yep.
because those two things will set the bar in life. Whether you get arrested, detained, spend 9 in jail, go through divorce, whatever. Not a breakup, but a divorce. Go through that shit, and on the other side of that, whatever you become, you'll be a much better person. You'll be a
Right.
much better person because there's no way in the world I agree with anybody getting married in their 20s or even their 30s. I think that's the most asinine
Well,
thing
I
that's
would
ever done.
I wouldn't say 30s. I would definitely say 20s. But let me tell you one more thing, and just because and Dana asked this on the chat. He said, "Man, hurt, if you never been hurt before, how can you ever say you in love?" I think because I think you can love, but you got to keep your head in it. You can't keep like you can't just keep it all emotion. So you have to have the ability to. I have the ability to leave somebody while I'm still with them. You see what I'm saying? It's a
God
dangerous
damn,
trade, man.
that's
But you
dangerous,
have to
bro.
you have to have that ability to see this shit is changing, and you
I
have to
agree with
be
that.
able to say, "You, man, bro, you have to be able to say it in your head. You have to be able to say, man, this shit is really over. We going through the motions now, and pretty soon something will happen, and it's over." Before I got divorced, it was over. We knew it was over. Both of
Okay.
us knew. You know what I'm saying? And my ex-wife thought a whole lot kind of like me. We knew this thing was over, We just working on the logistics. A lot of
Got it.
times we love emotionally, like, oh no, it's gonna work. We gotta go pray. We gotta go to counseling. No, man, that shit over. Period. Now y'all might stay together. But that shit is over. You're talking about the spark is gone. Nah, man, the damn candle done melted. Ain't no spark. So you have to have that ability to be like, you know what, man? And most of the time, man, if you be honest with yourself, which a lot of us not gonna be, but if you be honest with yourself, you can say, yo, I know the exact moment when I knew this thing was over. I know the exact moment when she did something and you know what I call it? I call it the death penalty, right?
Yeah,
You can
you
do
do.
a lot of stuff. But when that death penalty come and you sentence me to that death penalty, it's over. You might be it could be anything, man. For some, and everybody has different things. So for some people, it might be the fact she slept with somebody else. Somebody else can get through that, right? But for somebody, it might be. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I've always been big on. Anybody who can act crazy in front of my kids or my mama, you out of there. You out of there. It's no bouncing back. I mean, when I was married, I don't care if we just got through arguing for 5 days. We go to my mama's house. Hey, how you doing, Miss Young? Oh yeah, you act crazy in front of my mama or my kids, and it's a wrap, man. Like I don't know how much longer we gonna continue to communicate, but man, I've been out of this thing, and that's when I be thinking, like you said, you should have known I was done.
Right. I get that, but I think now that I never want to go into anything looking for a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think people, for me, I kind of I have an idea. I have a strong idea what I want, right? I have a strong idea what I want, so I'm able to convey that what my wants into a conversation when I meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? And if that person, and there's nothing against them, that this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? And I continue to be who I am. To live the life that I am, getting better. But I won't bring somebody else in when I'm not ready for you, or you're not ready for me. Because I'm gonna tell you what I want. Because I've been through whatever. But if I decide that, if I meet somebody and everything's, they kind of meet the threshold of what I'm looking for to move forward to number day 2 or day 3 or day 4, I've always had a conversation about. I always keep that conversation forefront about when I'm not happy, or if you're not happy, make that a forefront type conversation. Don't hide that shit, because I won't hide it. Because you get to that point now, you start to cover shit up, and you just living now. People's got time. More people got time than love. You know what I'm saying? And if you're living just because you got time together, man, you live in a sad existence, dog. You want to admit it to yourself. And people saying we're gonna pray about it. Let me tell you something, man. I believe in God. I think God is the greatest thing ever. But God doesn't have time to help you with your relationships. He got floods and volcanoes to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
if you praying to God about your relationship, just get out of this shit, because He don't have time for that.
No.
You know, I mean, He really don't.
I'm an energy person, man. Like I tell people, if we meet, man, and we go out and we like it, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And then if we go out and we like it, let's do it again. And if we go out and we like it, we keep doing it, and then we in something. You see what I'm saying?
But what are you
Like
in though?
you in a situation.
I'm
Like you gonna
playing.
get
I get you, but I'm playing devil's advocate. So I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
right.
just playing.
Okay,
devil's, no,
I mean,
but
fine.
you have to. You have very good. You have great communication skills. No jokes aside, all jokes aside. But you have to give that person something. Right?
I'm giving you my time, and that shit usually goes for about $250 an hour.
Again,
So you get my
equating,
time, yo.
You're
Like, if I'm with you, bro, if I'm with you, this shit irritates me. If I come to your house on Sunday and I stay until Wednesday, then you got my time. If I talk to you every night, you got my time. Like, bro, like, don't push me against no wall. Like, what are we? Because what do you want to be? You want to go together? Okay, we go together. What's the difference?
Well,
Some of the closest people to you may not have titles, bro. I don't get that, man. I think that shit's silly. Like, you got all these people who they want this title, they want to post you up on social media, they want to do all this, and then you up there for 5 minutes, and then you're down because somebody done been like, oh, that's my nigga too.
But I'm putting all that aside. I'm putting the public perception to the side. I'm talking about just you and this person. I'm just using myself as an example, right? I think just for me being a human being, me being a man, shit, you gotta put something out there to that person to let them know what y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you may not like the titles of it, but you have to give them something.
You got something.
Just this assumption, just because you
Whatever you want.
let me tell you something. I've known people, and I've done this in the past. I've been able to split my time up with multiple situations, and everybody think they got the exact same. I mean, they got all the time in the world, and it absolutely means nothing to me.
What the fuck is title? You single till you married. So what's title? Do you live here? Do we share an address? Like, if not, we go together. Let me tell you, women don't care if you married. Like, women could care less if you married, and they damn sure don't care if you say, "Oh, I got a girlfriend at 40 something." Oh yeah, that's who I go with.
They don't give a fuck,
Come
bro.
on, man.
They don't give a
What
fuck.
title you want? Either we moving towards this shit, like we moving towards, let's move towards taking the next step, like, marriage or something like that, or we not. Like, we just kicking it. Like, and you should be able to know the difference. Now, I don't have a problem like expressing that. Like, a proper question to me would be a female saying, "Do you see a future with me?"
Now, if I hated that question.
No, I'll tell you the truth. Like, nah, it just ain't. I mean, we'll talk about it. But like, that's a proper question. Not what are we? What you mean? What are we? We here together. We now. We vibing. Like, but I don't.
Can I give my opinion on something?
No.
I have to give you my opinion on something, Cy.
Go ahead.
You
go
my
ahead.
boy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You my boy. You have a proverbial block somewhere. You have a block somewhere.
Look, I like it.
Okay, that's fine. If that makes you happy, that's fine. But I've said this story many times. You don't fuck with no bullshit. But at some point, we all have to make changes in our life. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody. We all have to make changes in our life, even though we may think this is the right way to go and the right way to be. And as I move forward in life, whatever, what I may have thought 2 weeks ago, I don't think now, because it kind of closes me in just until I'm just in just a little box here. But right. I think sometimes I do believe this at all times. If you're dealing with somebody else, you have to. This is what love is. Let me explain what I think love is.
Okay.
This is
Go ahead, Hitch.
This is exactly what love is, and this is how important it is, and just how important love and like is. Right? I'm gonna talk love. We'll talk like later. But here's what love is. Love is like every day. Every day, you give your heart to somebody else, and they give you yours. Right? That's step one. The next thing that happens.
Where'd you read that at?
Oh no, this is what I truly believe. This is what I make up in my mind. Don't interrupt. So step one is you give her heart, you give your heart to her, and she give you yours, and give her hers. Step two is everything that happens, every action that you make that's that's counterproductive to love, it affects that person. So if you guys have an argument that night before, the day before, that morning, and she takes that out into the world, you affects her ability to function, and she affects your ability to function. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be all at one with that person. You know what I'm saying? And take that forward. You can't just all be like, oh, this is just me, how I feel. No, that doesn't work.
No, I don't think you should be like that.
Right. So what I'm saying is you have to have the ability at some point to feel what the other person's thinking or however they're feeling, and not just say it's all about me. Because
it's not being selfish. Okay,
let me finish. I got you. You can turn your mic off. What all I'm saying is, you have to have the ability to be selfless, and understand that everything that you do, or everything that you feel may not be the right thing to feel or to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the time when you come up, you be by yourself, and you sit there and you kind of like, damn. You sit there and you weigh how you got here. You know, being single is not a bad thing, but you're single for a reason. Everyone's single for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty charming, I'm a stunning looking guy, I think, but I'm single for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple reasons. There's multiple reasons why I'm single. You know what I'm saying?
Give us one.
You really want to know why you really want to know one?
I just want one.
Okay, I have the propensity of being an asshole.
Yes.
I don't have a filter about what I'm saying, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And some people can't take that. Some people cannot take that. They're like, oh, tell me how you really feel. Okay, you really want to know? You know what I mean? You need to take them tights off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just keeping it. I mean, you know, and if you say something about me, like, okay, you're shorter than the average guy. Okay, I can take that. You know what I'm saying? But I make it up in other ways, though. You know what I'm saying? I have the ability to tell you how I really feel about you, and I want you to be able to tell me the exact same thing, so I know where we stand at. But when we get to this point now, man, I've seen people. I know I know my homeboys told me that I'm married, told me like they don't like the way their wife look or the way their woman look. I'm like, why can't you tell her that in a nice way? Leave a brochure on her pillow or something like that. I mean, you know, find a way to communicate that. And I don't think people communicate that. People don't communicate well. So I'm working on how I communicate. I think you have to be able to communicate some way to the other person understanding, not just where you understand it.
I just don't get. I mean, and I I don't want to harp on this. I hate to go back. I just don't get like why people think that something that you say, man. I'm not. I guess I'm not a say it person. I'm an action person. So what good does it do for somebody to say, yeah, we go together, but we don't act like we go together? Like if we together every day, then we go together. We are.
That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true.
Bro, people lie every day. So you like, oh, the title is this. Okay, if it means that much to you, we can be whatever you want to be.
That's not
true. like Carmilla just said on the text. If your taxes say you single, you single. I mean, point blank, period, man.
That is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've heard in my life.
Man. It is crazy.
It is,
like people,
dude.
All these titles. Bro, come on, man.
If somebody okay. So if I'm not you talking about you, I'm talking about somebody else. So if somebody got a chick they're dealing with and you like her, but you don't want to put a title on her, but I run up in her, why you coming to my job want to fight me?
Well, it depends on what's our relationship. Are we together every day? Do we have an understanding? Okay. Let me back up. Let me back up. I don't need the understanding. If you need the understanding, I will give it to you. If you need me to say, hey, I'm only dealing with you. I don't talk to anybody else like I talk to you.
That doesn't mean nothing.
That's the same thing as going together.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not.
So you saying these two words go together mean something?
No. Like, let me say something. You can say, I could tell a woman that I'm only dealing with you. When that conversation over, I can meet somebody else that I like too.
And you can say we go together and you can still meet somebody else. What's the difference?
Nah, bro.
Man, you go. Okay, let me tell y'all one thing. Maybe y'all don't know, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about these A-type women. And when I say A-type, I mean like my law school classmates. These women, they go for what they want. They don't care if you married, single, double married. They could care less, man. And bro, you know it. I don't know why you sitting there blinking, because you know you know how these A-type women are. If they want it, they going after it.
That's with anybody though, right? So for example, if you're not handling your shit, if you're not doing what you need to do, the door is always open for somebody else.
So if you go with somebody, you think that changes something. That's what I'm asking.
Let me tell you something. No one looks any place else if they're completely happy. No one looks any place else. They won't give you no conversation. They won't give you nothing else if you're completely happy. If they give you any other type of conversation, the doors crack. And people with the wherewithal to know that will ease that crack open every day, every hour, every minute, whatever. They're gonna ease that crack open. They're gonna ease that crack open. So, but if you leave,
somebody's gonna kick it open.
Somebody's gonna kick it open. But the smart people, they will matriculate their way into that crack. They won't bust it open. They won't kick it open. They're going to matriculate their way into that crack, and they're going to find out where they are in that what they can get from it. You know what I'm saying? That's married people, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could think you're the happiest woman in the world, but when your guy go to that barbershop, he's saying a whole different story.
But according to y'all, not if you go together. Not if you go together.
Well,
that's the end all be all.
I think just outside looking in, I'm playing devil's advocate. I think what I'm hearing from you, and I could be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think what I'm hearing from you is that you oftentimes are looking for a way out on your way in.
I didn't say that.
That's why I said correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing.
But when I see a red flag, I don't ignore it.
Okay.
And I don't forget it, and I file it away and
Why?
when I need it, I pull it back out.
That's conversation, bro. Why will you file a red flag away? That's when you like at this point you should be
Because that
talking about
means
that.
they have the propensity to do that. And if you got that propensity, I need to know so I can be prepared.
So why
I
won't you
need to
tell
be
them how you? Why
prepared.
won't you tell somebody how
I
you
will
feel
tell you
though?
how I feel, but I'm not
When?
going to forget that you did that.
Okay, so what? When you say you put it away, you file it. How long does you put it away?
It's forever.
But that makes no sense.
It does make sense.
No, it does. No. It does. You're putting yourself right back where you was in your 20s. You're holding shit in, and I think at this point in our life, you have an innate ability to have a conversation with somebody without hurting their feelings or making it be the end of a relationship. For example, right? For example, if you're dealing with somebody and they ask you just a simple question, bro, or you're just talking to them, you should be able to tell them everything that you like. And if they bring something else in that you didn't know about that you like, okay, that's even much better. But if they bring something that you don't like, why are you following that away? You should be able to just say, hey, listen, shit, I don't like the whole biting my back shit while we having sex. I'm just whatever it is, right? You don't file that shit away. You put that out there right then and there because at this point now, you don't file shit away. You can't hurt anybody's feelings. You can't hurt anybody's feelings, right? That's just how I feel.
Yes, you can.
No, bro. If someone asks you,
why am I even, Shawn? This is my question.
I'm fifth.
Why am I even gonna deal with that? Like, if we're not married, we met. You've shown me a red flag. If I keep dealing with you, I'm gonna remember you did that. But the odds are, I'm probably not even gonna keep dealing with you, cause I don't have time for that, man. I'm busy. I don't really have time for that shit. So I think at this point you can say, yo, I'm gonna either figure it out, right? I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm the energy's right, and I'm gonna rock with this person, or I'm not. I'm not here. I'm not gonna play no games with you. Like, oh, I like you. I like. No, I don't like you. I don't. No, I think that shit's like older, man. I ain't gonna play no games with you, man. I'd rather take my kids to the jumpy place, man. Like I ain't about to sit here and like play no games or no stuff like that. But I'm saying like. Either it works or it doesn't. If it works and it's working, and then we have an issue, I'm not an asshole. I'm gonna be like, yo, you did this. I don't like it. If I tell you that I don't like something, that's a green flag because
okay,
that means
so
what?
that's what I'm saying.
Because normally I just get the fuck out of there. Like, you know what? Shit, man,
Okay, so I'm asking, but my point is, so you don't file that away. You tell them right then when you feel it, right?
I tell them, but I still remember you did it.
Well, it doesn't matter if you remember if you tell them, as long as you got
Yeah,
it
I'm gonna
out.
tell you. I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna tell you. I ain't gonna bitch up. I'm gonna tell you like,
but every man knows.
But
every man knows when you like a woman, you hold on to that shit a little longer than somebody you don't like.
Right, you do. If that energy's right and you like, man, she did one thing I don't like, I'm gonna still try to hold on to it. Yeah, man. I ain't trying to act like I'm no Voltron, like I'm just pushing people off. But it's just I mean, that's just how I think, man. But I mean, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you one thing that irritate me. Well, used to irritate me. When somebody do something and you tell them, you know what, man, that you did was some bullshit. I don't like that. And then they say, well, I don't like what you did. Well, motherfucker, why you just telling me? Why you ain't tell me before? I told you when you did it.
Well, let me ask you a question. And I'm playing devil's advocate again. That could be the lack of communication that you presented to her in the beginning, right? If you come
There's
in,
no lack of communication.
Okay, I'm just saying. Don't
I'm
jump
communicating.
on me. Right.
What it is the fact that people like the thought of you without really knowing you. Why don't you get to know somebody and see if you like them as a person and not the thought, not just like the thought of person. The thought of, oh man, you 6'1" and you light skinned, you a Kappa and you pretty, and you work hard and you got 4 jobs and blah blah blah. Don't like just that. Like, you got to get to know the person. Like, damn, this motherfucker, he might tell me he gonna call me back and he don't call back. Okay. Now let me tell you, I'm gonna give you an example. If you tell me, yo, I can't stand Chris when you say you're gonna call me back and you don't call back, I'll make a concerted effort to say, you know what, I'm gonna, because I'm not good with that. I might tell you at 7:30, let me hit you right back. I might text you tomorrow morning because I just didn't call you back.
You don't really like her.
No, it doesn't mean I don't really
Nah,
like
you don't
you.
really like. No, you really don't like her. No,
No, no, that's
dude,
not it. You
that's
can't tell me
bullshit.
that.
No, I'm telling you right
No,
now.
bro, I'm
No,
telling
no,
you.
no, no, no,
Like I
no,
might
no,
just get wrapped up and not do it. I might be
no,
doing the podcast on a Friday night.
no. There's no man on earth. No man. I can't speak for a woman, but there's no man on earth that if they truly like a woman, they're gonna call that motherfucker.
Shawn, it depends.
No, bro.
It depends on what your things are, man. That might be a thing for you calling. I mean, you up all fucking night, so that could be a thing for you. But I'm saying no. The point I'm trying to make is if I'm into you and you tell me that something I'm doing you don't like, if I like you, I'm gonna try to pivot and make the adjustment.
Okay,
Right?
you should.
That exactly,
Right.
and I expect the same out of you. But and that means that I'm gonna communicate just like you're gonna communicate. We're gonna tell each other like, yo, and that's something that probably in my 30s I did not know how to do or I was not willing to do.
So you're better now.
Oh man, I'm awesome now. That
Okay.
should put me yeah, I'm
Okay.
awesome now. Like definitely better because I'll definitely tell you like, yo, I don't like that. I don't like that situation. I don't like what you did.
So let me tell you the danger that you put yourself in. Here's the danger that you put yourself in, right? When you say certain things like, I don't communicate what we are and all that. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I joke about this all the time, but when I say I piss around your mailbox and all that shit, I'm planting my flag there. I'm letting you know there's no room for nobody else. If you feel there's room for somebody else, it's so be it. But once I'm there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave. And, on certain terms, I will let you know that I'm here. I don't leave like the way I'm in right now. I done did all that shit. If I really like you, I'm gonna tell you, Jack. If I don't like you, I ain't gonna tell you.
You did all that shit.
Huh?
You did all that shit.
I'm not gonna tell people what I done. But let me tell you something. I know I truly can tell you what I truly like with what I want.
Let me wait a minute, man. I can't go no further without this. So you and I almost date the same. Like we talk about the same stuff.
No, we're not the same.
We're not the same. We're not the same. But we date the same. But let me tell you, what baffles me is
baffles.
Because we talk about the same stuff.
No, I don't know.
And then you come on here and act like I'm from Mars. No. Oh, you want to communicate. And I'll be like, yo, bro, you talk to her? Hell no, I ain't gonna.
Well, that's my point.
I done blocked her.
Like, that's my point. I don't like her. Oh, man. That's my point, son. I don't like her.
I hope the people realize I'm being open and honest. I'm transparent. I want the people to understand. And you up here hiding behind a wall of cigar smoke.
Bro, no, you misunderstand what I'm saying, bro. I don't. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna give you any reason to believe I like you. I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna text you. I'm not gonna respond to your texts.
But you. So you don't go in heavy early.
Okay, so let's go to No, I'm not touching that shit. You're not gonna, dude. You're good, but like you got me before, but you didn't get me now. No. Let's see.
No, take a shot. Take a shot or something.
No. What you mean heavy early? What's that mean?
I'm saying you. Hey, go ahead. Go back to NBA. You see what Miles Bridges did?
No. I'm gonna help you out real quick, man. We got a quick list for the people, man. It's kind of funny, and like I said, we never talk about anything. It's kind of funny. We kind of had this conversation, man, and for episode 38, man, we got an Opinionated-Facts list, man. I got a couple lists, but I think just one list right here will tie into what we talked about this evening and probably help somebody, including Cy. But
Thank you guys for reading through the cigar smoke. People are commenting. They say I checkmated you, Shawn.
Hey, listen, bro.
I checkmated you. It's point blank period.
Dude, I'm a different beast than I was 6 months ago, a year ago, 6 hours ago, probably. But I'm constantly evolving to be a better person.
Kanye West got a song like that. New me. I'm new every 2 days. Hey, dude, Kanye, go ahead.
Hey, I'm different, bro. I'm different, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Opinionated-Facts list for episode 38, Friday Night Lit. these are six things that all men want in a relationship. 6 things that all men want in a relationship. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
There's a I would touch what you said about me going in heavy. I promise I will get back to that. I will not let that one go, and I will touch that. I will refute that. I think that's some bullshit, but you know what I'm saying. So these are 6 things that all men want in a relationship for episode 38 opinionated facts list. Here we go. Number 6 is praise and acceptance. Right. I think we talked about this that I think everybody in a relationship, especially men, they because I think all the time we go into relationships, everybody, men always get women giving the praise and all that. But I think men also would like to have that reciprocated. They would like praise and acceptance as well. All right, that's number 6. Number 5 is I thought it should be number 1, but hey, it's number 5. Number 5 is respect. All men want respect. Got to remember that. And number 4 is a sexual connection.
Oh, definitely. That's important, man.
That's super
That's
important.
That's
All
so
jokes aside, it is super duper important. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, that first run when y'all first have that sex, if that shit's whack, boy. Whew, it's but I always thought that
No, it don't got to be the first run.
That first run, bro. You gotta really.
You might be nervous. Things might pick up, man.
Dude, come on, man. We 40 years old, bro. You go in there, man. This is like how many I'm not gonna ask you, but I know I got a lot of championships, so I'm not nervous about when I'm going in there. When the ref toss that ball up, listen, bro, anything goes, man. Just be prepared for anything with me. There's nothing. If we get to the point of us having sex, man, I'm assuming your toes and everything will be fine, and everything from your toes on up gonna be good. So there'll be some things that happen there. So all bets are off. So just be prepared for whatever's gonna happen when we get in there. So you got to have a sexual connection. So these are 6 things that all men want. Number 5 is praise and acceptance. Number 5 is respect. Number 4 is sexual connection, and number 3 is emotional intimacy. I don't think
that's important to me, man.
Really?
Oh hell yeah, man!
But we got
to.
No, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. This won't happen again.
You're blinking and shit again.
Dude, I have big eyes, bro. They get dry quick. I blink more than a normal person. Go ahead and tell me about your emotional intimacy, bro.
No, go ahead. Now, keep going, man. What's number 2?
So you're an emotional guy, right? There's nothing left in that cup, bro. Go ahead.
No, but I like the connection. I do like a connection.
So you do flowers and shit like that?
If the female likes flowers, I will. If she doesn't like them, I won't. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm a fairly decent dater. I'm attentive. Pay attention to people's wants and likes and needs, and try to meet them when earned.
Earned. They took obey out of that. So that earned shit just is the same thing as obey.
Oh, what? Obey seasoning?
No, when you get married, you can't say obey anymore. That term
can. It depends on the preacher. But I'm not traditional. I don't want no obey. Like, I don't need nobody to obey me. Shit, my kids don't even listen.
Man, my kids don't listen to me either. But I need that obey. I think that obey needs to come
you
back.
need that obey?
I need
everybody hear that?
John
needs the obey?
I would like that obey, man. I would like that obey. So if we can get that going back, that's good. So these are 6 things that all men want in a relationship. Number 6 is praise and acceptance. Number 5 is respect. Number 4 is a sexual connection. Number 3, Cy alluded to this. He's good at this, emotional intimacy. And number 2, Cy's very emotional, man. Number 2, we all want space. Just because we're in a relationship, we don't want to lose that all important space. You know what I'm saying?
I want a man cave at the house.
Right. And I was talking to somebody about this. I was talking to a young lady about this earlier this week.
It's a lot of young ladies.
Yeah. So I was telling her, I said, well, as a human being, no matter how beautiful and how how much I love you and all that, I still want my space. I'm not a guy that when I walk in the house that I want somebody to come and hug and kiss on me and all that. I'm not that type of dude because I need space. I just not. Not saying I don't love you, but I'm not. I need space. You know what I'm saying? I need some time to unwind and whatever because some days are more stressful than others. Not saying that I don't want you to care about me, but just know that when I first walk in or whatever, that space, wherever the space is very important to me. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm very big about that space. You know what I'm saying. So here we go. These are 6 things that all men want in a relationship. Number 6 is praise and acceptance. Number 5 is respect. 4 is sexual connection. Number 3 is emotional intimacy. Number 2 is space. And the number 1 thing, we just talked about this, brother. I knew it was going to come back. I knew it was going to rear its ugly head. And this is the number 1 thing that all men want. They want security. They want that security. You know what I'm saying? It's the most important factor in a relationship. With respect and so forth and on. But they want that security of knowing what they're in and what they're dealing with. They want that security. So sometimes you have to communicate and be very vocal about what you're dealing with and put that out there that you want that. Stop worrying about what other people may think, Si. This is you and her.
Why you say my name? Why you say I don't care? Why you say my name?
Okay, Peter. Okay, we got Peter on YouTube here. So Peter, I'm talking to you since I think I'm banging on him. You got to be able to tell her, communicate whatever level you feel most comfortable at. Just make sure you communicate that. You know what I'm saying? You like I said, you're a very articulate guy.
The people see through you. I just want you to know. They all saying it. It's all over the message board. They see through you. They like, yeah, they see through you. Everybody see through you.
What part of I'm saying that people are seeing through?
I'm just telling you. I'm not. Don't shoot the messenger, bro. I've been very transparent tonight. I've been very transparent.
Dude, let me tell you something. There's not any person that's ever listened to me and asked me for relationship advice that are not happy right now. Now we all as human beings, we all know that we're not very good at taking our own advice. But when we give it, we're talking from a point of perspective that we
really got your therapist hat on tonight.
Bro, man, listen, man.
Is this how you are on Fridays, man?
What part of me is different?
Huh?
I'm just telling you the truth.
You just really been there. I saw you really glance into the right earlier. Is somebody there? Is somebody harming you? Hey, put up your hand if somebody hurting you. Just put up one finger.
This was your
there
idea.
It is. Somebody's hurting you. I told you to put up your hand. You got your hand up. Somebody called 911.
I will never do this on a Friday again. This was your idea.
There's the one finger. Somebody's hurting you, bro. Put up one finger if somebody's hurting you.
You're not gonna get me, bro. You're not gonna get. I'm not gonna touch that one, man. Hey, man. Like I said, I told you a long time ago, bro. I just want somebody that I could talk to about love, man. And you're not it. So
don't come to me with that bullshit. If it's real, come to me.
Yo, man, what the fuck is up with you, man? Yo, man, I gotta say this, man. I gotta say this, man. I remember I told Cy about something I was dealing with her some time ago about a female, and he quickly changed that subject. He did not want to deal with that shit. I'm like,
tired of it, man. Same story.
No, like, did he hear me, man? Just like, yo, he give great advice. He talks you off a ledge. He talks you off the ledge, but he don't give a fuck. Yo, Dana, you should know. Yo, Cy don't give a fuck about that. Cy's a guy for like talking through life problems and shit. He talks you off the ledge. He gives excellent advice. But if you having any kind of relationship and shit, you better find another friend. Cy's not that guy.
Wait, so I ain't never gave you no good relationship advice.
Sometimes when we call our buddies and our friends, it's not right, it's not wrong. But sometimes we want our friends to agree with us. You know what I'm saying? Not saying anything in particular, but and I guess that's part of what you talk me off a ledge sometimes because you don't agree with me. You like, hey, bro, it's not whatever. And I think about it, okay, well, maybe he's right. But I wanted somebody to agree with me, like, yeah, motherfucker, like, yeah, let's do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna give you're not gonna give that type of advice.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why if I ever do fall in love again and go down that road again, you'll be the last to know. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, man? Give the people something to watch, man.
I mean, I'm still watching Old Man. Oh, the Upshaws season 2 is on Netflix, man. That's if y'all hadn't seen season 1, it's on Netflix. That's a pretty.
You
good,
know who the funniest person on that show is to me?
Kim Fields.
Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know you watched nothing other than YouTube.
Well, yeah, I tried that show. I mean, it's a good show. But I watch it because of Wanda Sykes. I'm just a huge fan of Wanda Sykes. I think she's funny as shit.
You think she's cute?
No, I always thought that humor was a male trait, and I never thought highly of female comedians because I thought that was something that men do better. But no, Wanda Sykes is funny as shit, bro. I like Wanda Sykes. You know what I'm saying? She's lesbian, so she don't have any Sykes.
Is she lesbian, man?
Yeah, Wanda Sykes. Yeah, she loved carpet.
Oh, she ain't know that.
Yeah, Wanda Sykes is a lesbian, man. She came out like 6 years ago, man. Yeah, so Wanda Sykes is a lesbian, man. So yeah, man. So I currently right now on YouTube, not YouTube, but on Netflix. What I'm finishing up is, and a lot of people, you're sleeping on this show, bro. I'm in season 9. I got like two more episodes left, but Seinfeld is one of the funniest shows ever made, bro.
You never watched Seinfeld before?
I never watched it. I saw it on YouTube. I mean, I saw it on Netflix about a couple of months ago, and I started watching it on a bad rainy day or whatever.
Season 9?
I'm on season 9. It's
I don't like watch shit with 10 seasons, man.
This is the last one. And let me tell you something. The funniest character on Seinfeld to me,
Kramer.
Well, no, is Jackie Childs, that black attorney. You got to Google this guy, man. Go on YouTube and whatever. Look at all the clips of Jackie Childs. He's a knockoff of Johnny Cochran, but Jackie Childs is the funniest guy on Seinfeld, man. So yeah, so that's what I'm watching, man. So I really enjoy doing this on a Friday night. This is different. My week is all fucked up now because normally I'm working on Fridays. Working late on Fridays. Now I took the day off to do this with Cy. He was late. Cy was late as fuck today. So that's why I couldn't really, Cy was late as fuck today. So typically we kind of get going probably like 20 or 30 minutes before, just talking, shooting shit. So, hey man, how are you doing? Whatever. Cy was late as hell. So, so he was late. And then I said, hey man, you want to rap after the show? He's like, nah, I can't. So, so we won't do that. So again,
hey man, you the best gaslight I ever met.
I've been told that. But yo, we start next week, man. We're gonna start putting more information about this private event that we're trying to put together and see if we can get it all into fruition, man. I think it's gonna be a dope event. This is the first time we're gonna do our show in front of an audience that we taped and that we're gonna do live, whatever. So it's gonna be a small audience. It's gonna be some people that we truly believe that's gonna be interactive and not just sit there on their hands, man. We want somebody want 10 to 12, 20 people to come out there in Atlanta. We're gonna be in Atlanta, right, dog?
We'll be in Atlanta. We're not going to the at part. We can just go in Atlanta.
We're going to the A. We're gonna do it in the A, and it's gonna be a private event. And you're gonna drink, smoke, whatever you want to do, but we want to have a conversation with some really dope people and have some fun, man. Just just interact with us and have some fun. We enjoy the texts, the chats, and everything like that. Salute to Harper, Cleopatra, Tommy. Everybody's on YouTube. We sincerely appreciate everybody that's kind of tuned in.
Let me get something, man. We got salute, man. Dana be on with us every week, man.
Salute to Dana, bro.
Ari, she Ari Stacy, she shares our stuff, man, every time we post. My niece Tiffany, man, she's always on. Shamika's on with us, man. Amber's on with us. Jackie, and of course Kenyatta's on with us, man. Bigger. Yeah, man. Q-Tip, my roommate, my line brother. Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Phi Nu Pi, the greatest fraternity known to mankind.
All right.
So shout out to all those people, man, for rocking with us on a Friday night. I know so many other things you could be doing. We appreciate you rocking with us, seeing through Shawn's mess, through that smoke, because these are my people. These are my people, so they understand. Understand.
So your cousin that's on, what's her name again? That's a beautician, right?
Right, Tiffany. Oh, Jamal is on. Jamal Carter from Shaw. That's your frat brother.
Yo, his sons are doing crazy things in football, man. So
Man, his
salute to
son
them.
is going to Southern, man. You know, Jamal, I was thinking, man, just a couple weeks ago. I was talking to one of my frat brothers from Alpha Sigma down at Southern. I said, man, how much better could life be than you've already pledged the fraternity and you've graduated from undergrad and you're going to Southern to play 2 years of football, man. Hey, shout out to your son, Jamal. We're actually Jamal don't even know it, but he gonna set it up for his son to come on here
You got
and
to.
talk to us.
You got
Because
to.
we want to know about that Bowie experience and what he is looking forward to down in Southern, man. That young man might be playing on Sundays one day, man.
He's killing it, dog. And every time Jamal posts something about his boys, man,
He was the number one Division II transfer in the nation.
Hey, he's done it. Yo,
Shout out to Jordan, man. He going down to Southern. He's gonna be wearing number 7 down at Southern University, man. Set that up for us, Jamal. Matter of fact, we want to talk to both of them, man. He had 2 sons at Bowie State playing. One's transferred to Southern. He's already got his undergraduate degree. He's going to Southern to get a graduate degree, and he got his youngest son at Bowie. We want to talk to both of them, Jamal.
Hey, Jamal didn't click off, did he? Did he say yes?
No, he's on. He said, let me know when.
Okay, cool. Oh, so we can book him on that, right?
We booked him.
Okay, good. Yeah, man. So salute to everybody that rock with us, man. We sincerely appreciate that, man. We got some things that are coming up, man, that we really excited about, and we're gonna start pumping it out, man. And like I said, this is fun doing this on a Friday night, man. I won't be able to
if you want to come to Atlanta, inbox us. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna come and you're gonna sit there and act like a mute, you can't come. You can't come. I'm gonna tell you, you can't come. Cause the people want real. Y'all see how transparent I am? How open I am?
Yo, man, let me tell you something. I tell you like this. Thanks, salute to people that always came out and seen us do our show live in front of an audience. But if you've never ever seen Cy live in front of an audience, man, this is a treat to behold, bro. I'm gonna leave. It. No,
is there a way I can post that video on here?
Let me say this. Man. Cy, if people always say like Fif, whatever. Listen, I'm like I said all the time. I'm a shy person, right? When I get out in front of like an audience or whatever, I do my thing. I kind of block everything out. But Cy, in front of an audience, man, you've never seen anything like it. So anybody who's ever seen the Podcases live, man, they can attest to what Cy is. We got a video up about Cy being the life of the party that's on YouTube right now. But when we put this event together and you come out and see the cases live, there's not a podcast live like ours, bro. And you come out and rock with us, man. We getting better every time, man. So come on, rock with us when we put it all together. And it's an invite only, right, Si? You're gonna be able to get
only, man. That's what you said earlier. That's what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm. Invite only. And like I said, we want the people that's going to show up for this event to be very interactive and just want to talk and have a good time. Be grown, man, and be willing to be a part of the show. And like I said, it's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go all that platform. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Inside Live is like nothing you ever seen before. You've never seen. Let me tell you something, man. If you've never seen Inside Live, bro, you won't want to miss this one. It's going to be epic. He is by far. I'm telling you, man. If you've never seen it live, baby, like out on the stage somewhere, you come out to Atlanta when we put this together and you see what he's made of. This side right here and the one that's on stage is two totally different people, bro. And all I do is sit back and just watch. You know what I'm saying? I just introduce my thing and I sit back and watch, and he's epic. He's live, man. He's not the Tito Jackson of the Podcases, Joe. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you got anything you want to say to the good people, bro?
Nah, man.
You don't want to say anything else?
My heart and mind is clear.
So we're not going to talk after the show? We good?
Yeah, I'll call you in a second. I call you last week. You was already.
Yeah, I was in a situation I couldn't get out of, and I'm not answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to reinvent myself and do things better. So I don't want nobody calling me after whatever certain time. I block your ass. So it is what it is, man. So salute to everybody who fuck with us on episode 38, Friday Night Lit, man. We really enjoyed this. We may do it. We're gonna flip it out and do it throughout the week. Kind of see how things go. But salute to everybody. Salute to Emma, Jennifer. Damn, we got white folks watching us, man. Salute, bro. Salute, man. Salute to Affirmative Action on YouTube, yo. We really appreciate what you guys are doing, opening our shit up to other people. It's great, man. We've kind of crossed over and got some really unique fans that come on and comment on our stuff, man. So salute to everybody. Much love to everybody, man. Everybody have a safe and happy 4th of July weekend. Really enjoy the weekend, and we're gonna be back here, episode 39. We ready for that one? What you gotta say, my man?
Hey man, I'm out, man.
You
Have a
out?
good Friday night, man. Happy 4th, man.
Happy 4th to everybody. Enjoy, like I say, enjoy your time off, spend time with your family. And if you can, help somebody, whatever, and do your thing, man. Much love. God bless. I'm going to bed, man. Peace out, bro.
Peace.